Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel again. So this is going to be a quick video. Of course, part of my channel is reviewing hotels when I travel. So I visit my brother in Durham, North Carolina, over the summer, and I opted to stay at an hotel instead of staying with my brother because I wanted the opportunity to, do a review of hotels in the downtown area, but also see what the downtown Durham looks like. So so I chose this hotel, 21 Museum, because it seemed interesting. I look at the pictures on the website, and it has some nice. It's different. So I chose to stay here so I can do a review and post the video, of course. So this hotel was initially a bank for the longest, right? The building was built in 1937, and back then it was, or still is, 17-story tall, and it was the tallest structure in Durham at the time in 1937, and it became the Durham Bank and Trust Company. Eventually, it was sold in 20 well, not sold, but in 2015 it became the 21 Museum Hotel, and of course, significant renovation to make into a hotel. And the vault is still the vault is still in the building because heavy those things are. So it makes sense to remove it. So I guess they use that floor and turning to a museum. So entering into this building, it looks like a standard building. I believe my room, I can't remember, but the rooms are upstairs. So I think I was on the fifth floor or the sixth floor. And so it's not a hotel where you walk into the lobby, or you could say the customer service desk or reservation is on, I think, the second floor. And then when you go inside the building from the first floor, there's a dining room area that you see here with a bar as well. And the museum is in the basement of the hotel, of course, where the vault was. But I do believe there's some floors do have, like, I didn't walk out the whole entire hotel because it's like it's not one big thing where you could look around. There's different different exhibits and activities on different floors. This picture here, actually, this is the floor where the reception area is, the reception desk is, and straight back is the reception desk. So it's pretty cool. It's a huge, I guess you could call it, reception area. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Here's some pictures from the museum. Outside the vault, to me, as I said, I looked around, maybe I missed something, but the vault to me is what make it more of a museum. Uh, it has the most historic feature than the other displays. The other displays feel more like a art gallery. They're cool, but feel more like an art gallery. I did have some pictures from inside the vault, but for some reason I misplaced those pictures. Um, this is a picture of the room, and this picture as well does not do the room justice because they lost those pictures as well. I don't know where they went, but another section to the room that has a couch and a table where you can have dinner, breakfast, whatever, where you can eat. So there's another sitting area. There's a sitting area to the right of this picture right here. The bathroom is pretty cool. Again, I missed some of those pictures for the bathroom, but here his nice shower, black towels. That rubber ducky is not mine. It came with the room. But yeah, it's a decent room. I would have liked it to be a little bit more, more light, like I guess where the building is located. It was a little dark in the room. There was a weird whistling noise in the ceiling. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was, but it's like wind blowing through. Yeah, those wind blowing through the ceiling type of sound. When I was checking out the next day, I did run into somebody was staying in the room next to mine, and I asked him, "Did you hear anything weird?" He said, "Well, I did hear a humming noise, but I think it was coming from the refrigerator." I don't know. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, it wasn't too pleasant. And maybe it's a ghost of the bank, the workers from 19, was it 1937? I don't know. Maybe they came maybe they came to check the vault. But don't worry, there was no money. I didn't find any money under the bed. I was very disappointed. It was like, this is an old bank. Maybe there would have been a hidden wall where I could find some a large cash stash of money. Anyway, so yeah, but the room is pretty cool. I think most people like the room. I think this hotel is pretty cool for a person that looking for some privacy, but still have a cool bar downstairs. It's pretty cool. Would I stay here again? Maybe. I'm not sure. I said I like a more I'm an energy person, right? So I like a room that has a little bit more light to it. The walls, the color walls have to kind of bring up my energy a little bit. Well, one pretty cool thing is this. They had a pretty cool. I know it's simple, but I know some hotels probably give these away, but they have a pretty cool water bottle that comes. This water bottle right here, it actually keeps the water cool, so you could actually reuse it. I brought mine with me, and you could actually reuse it. It keeps the water real cool. So that was pretty cool little thing to find in the fridge in the room. Yeah, it does have a fridge and a microwave. So yeah, if you're in the downtown area, Durham, it's right. Well, location. I'm speaking about location. The location of this hotel is excellent. It's right in downtown Durham. There's parking across the street. Where you have to pay, but if you get lucky, there's also parking on the street as well. So there's a parking lot where you have to pay, if you're lucky, you can also find parking on the street. I think it was like a $22 a day to park at the parking lot. I was there in the summertime, and from see these pictures, there was like a cool street fair going on. So it was a cool experience. It's not as busy as downtown as probably different parts of. I guess I'm living in Georgia, so Atlanta has more activities going. But yeah, it was a cool experience. So if you're in the downtown area and you're looking for a hotel where you want to stay and you want some privacy and there's still things to do, great location, check out this hotel. All right, thank you again. Thank you for stopping by my channel. We're a couple hours away from 2026, so have a happy New Year, and speak to you more in next year. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you stopping by, and please help me to continue to help this channel to grow. Bye bye.